the interpersonal or self-learner. This would include courses such as philosophy, religion, writing, reading, social studies, art, just to name a few.
After that, we learned about some choral work.
Yes, there's different types of choral speaking, if you will. There's low pitch, and then there's largo for the tempo. And then there's fortissimo. You have rhythmic patterns that repeat. I said you have rhythmic patterns that repeat. I said you have rhythmic patterns that repeat. I said you have rhythmic patterns that repeat. I can go all day long. I said you have rhythm patterns that repeat. I said you have rhythmic patterns that repeat. You have rhythmic patterns that repeat. You have rhythmic patterns that repeat. Things that have a similar sound. Something big and something round. Something dry and something drowned. And some features of choral work. For pitch, you can have it at a medium pitch, nice and even. For the tempo, you can have it at a normal tempo, as I am speaking right now. It is not too slow and it is not too fast. The volume can be at a mezzo forte or moderate volume. And during rhyme, you can have slant rhyme, which is not a perfect rhyme, but it sounds very similar.
So for pitch, we have a high pitch, and then, oh my god, like, we totally have a fast pitch. Like, oh my god, I can't even think of how fast I need to talk for it. And then there's rhythmic syllables, almost along the lines of, my love is like a red, red rose. And then we have, for rhyme, dissimilar rhyme, or words that don't even actually rhyme at all.
And so then we concluded with working on a story about a garden. So, Carrie Lynn read to us a story about a garden with aphids and ladybugs and butterflies and caterpillars and hornets and bumblebees. Yes, see, we were given different dance cards, and on these different dance cards there were different actions to dance to, and our dance became the movement during the class. Some of these dances were things like wiggle, or jump, or skip.
Roll on the wall. Basically, what you do for that is you draw a picture and you write down your feelings. So, for Corridor of Voices, what we did was we had one person standing there and everyone down the line shouting things at them. It's really deep because essentially you have everyone against you as you walk down that way. And so what Carrie Lynn did was she had the person holding a puppet so that the person didn't feel like all the students were against that one person, but they could live through the character of the puppet.
So for a musical gist, you're actually almost singing is how it ends up happening. And then there was the hot seat. Well, you see, in the hot seat, the person who was being asked the questions would have to know all of the answers on the spot. Yes, I assume that it would be very difficult. Well, you see, it might be difficult if the person does not know the answers that they are going to be giving. No, I am not aware that I have ever done this before. Yes, I'm quite positive. Are you positive?
For write and roll, essentially all that you do is you write as your character. So if I were to do it, I would create a character and I would write through them. And I would have to take on their personality and express myself as them.
Yes, with the multimodal theory, it shows that modes are different ways to interpret information or show the information.
Yes, quick draw. Basically, the group just quickly draws something, and as I said, it's a group draw, but it's done nice and quick, so it doesn't take too much time.
And then we would fast forward. And with that, we jump ahead in time to when there's a different point that we can view from.
And then we had the mantle of the expert, which was where Carrie Lynn stood up at the mantle, and we asked her all these questions relating to what the topic was. She, being an expert, would spew off all these answers right away.